Hi. A topic of interest that we are going to discuss now is emotional interactions as part of interpersonal communication. Why do we need to understand emotional interactions? Interpersonal communication is very important in any type of setting, whether it's work, family, or school, among others. You need to have emotional intelligence when dealing with people. We are going to look into the role communication plays in people's interactions and the importance of feelings. This helps us to develop emotional intelligence when dealing with people. But what is emotional intelligence? Which responses constitute emotional intelligence? What are the underlying theories that explain emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence refers to that ability to comprehend, manage, and utilize your own emotions for your betterment, like adapting to an environment, relieving stress, or overcoming challenges. What roles do these feelings play in communication? Here we look at emotional response. This refers to how your body would react to a particular situation brought about by an external influence. This could be an entity, a thing, or individual. Several theories have been developed over years to explain the emotion. We are going to discuss two of them and then to conclusion. To illustrate this topic, let me use a personal example. One day I was walking through the garden looking for some ripe fruit to pluck. Suddenly I came across a snake resting under some fallen twig. I feared for my life because of the thought of this animal attacking me. The James-Lange theory suggests that I would first notice the stimulus, in this case the snake. As a result, the physiological response would be sweating and an increase in heartbeat. This indicates to me that I'm scared. So the theory argues that emotions such as fear are as a result of how your body responds to a stimulus. This is illustrated in this flow, where you have the stimulus, which is a snake, leading to a physiological reaction, which is the heartbeat and sweating, and then the emotion, where you elicit fear. Lazarus' cognitive mediation theory suggests that I would first notice the stimulus, in this case the snake, then I'd have a cognitive appraisal of the situation to understand why it may elicit this fear. The thought that this snake might attack would scare me. Upon appraisal of this situation, I'd feel the emotion, which is fear. As a result, I'd have a physical response that could be sweating or an increase in heartbeat rate due to fear. This is illustrated using the flow chart below, where you have the stimulus, which is a snake, leading to an appraisal of the threat, which is the cognitive appraisal. This leads to the feeling of emotion, which is fear, then followed by a body response, which is sweat and heart rate. In conclusion, we are able to see the difference between the two theories. James-Lange theory argues that emotions are as a result of physiological reactions to certain stressful events. Lazarus' cognitive mediation theory argues that once exposed to a stressor, you then appraise the threat, feel the emotion, which eventually elicits a physiological response. James-Lange theory is an earlier theory, while Lazarus' cognitive mediation theory is the more recent one. Thank you.